Alright, since I'm planning on making a campaign out of this, because somebody has to, we're probably going to have to make an example of this company so as to give an indication or an umbrella glimpse, quote unquote, of what's going on out there. And by the way, Sue, my wife, after I told her about what had happened here last night in this outrage, this atrocity, went online and discovered that many people have had the same situation happen to them. I remember reading one myself where a woman said that one of her pet mice got out. Don't know if it opened the door or how how they got out. And she woke up and found her pet mouse sitting on top of the cage. Good morning. Hi, how are you? I've been waiting for you. Yeah, well, I'm laughing now, but this is idiotic. It's getting, if I allow my speak to get out of control, I'll have to start using substitute words like bleeping this and fracking that. Otherwise, I'd be using the original four-letter words. All right, enough riffing on this one. Note the little rubber feet. This is what we call MacGyverations. This took a little while to do. So this goes into the preparations of yesterday that was referred to in an earlier video clip. So there we can see it much more clearly on the white background. Why did I do that? That's because if I want to use one of these, it's manufactured by a company called Ware, W-A-R-E, and they're kind of mediocre, but they're very interesting, ingenious wheels. And you've seen these in our videos already. I don't know why it won't focus. Come on, you can do it. Well, it looks like it's focused to me. What? This is what I'm talking about. This is an expensive phone. It can't find the focus. Why? Because of that reflection, probably. There we go. Alright, so anyway, it sits at an angle, and the mice just love this. They love it. Alright, the only way to get that in here is to, and this is why we have the tripod set up here. Put it in through the door, which it doesn't want to do. Here we go. And then open the top portion, which means moving the little ladder, and the house. And the MacGyverated clip that goes on here that I had to make because the manufacturer didn't provide anything that was satisfactory enough to keep the door closed. And of course this, which has also been memorialized elsewhere. So we have to open the top, which is not easy to do with one hand since I had to also bend, I don't know if we can see this, bend the clip. Otherwise, guess who would be able to pry it open? So we reach in through here, reach up through this, missing, of course, this platform, which doesn't quite fit either, by the way. And when this is in position properly, like this, it won't move from this position. That is, and I wish I had some video of this. The mice love these things, as I mentioned, and we had three. I don't know if you can see me. I'm still in my my shorts and t-shirt and socks with flip-flops added. Anyway, we have three mice on this. This is a smaller version of what's called a flying saucer by Ware Manufacturing, and because of the fact that these, well, there are no bearings in here. It's just what could be called a mono bearing or a plastic sleeve bearing some of the other ones, the earlier ones of these that we purchased, are so loose that they wobble, flop, and make noise. And one of them was so loose that I had to do a whole MacGyveration job, which reminds me, I'll do a little intercut of that. All of this stuff that I have to do as the aftermarket beta tester. Read my lips. Customer, you are the aftermarket beta tester. Yes, you are. That means the product isn't fully designed, fully developed, or there's some problem in the marketing chain. One way or another, you're going to take up the slack and spend your time and your money packaging it up, sending it back, oftentimes, at your own expense to the manufacturer. You probably can't see my face, but you can hear the audio. Anyway, wanted to point that out because it was necessary for me to do this little, quote, MacGyveration, unquote, in order to keep this from sliding off and possibly crushing one of the housemates or mousemates directly below. It would fall all the way down, probably to the first level, way down in here. Not good for mice, although they are extremely sturdy little creatures, remarkably so. So that's just one example of the MacGyveration. While I've got this camera rolling, let's put the mouse house back in again, which I put on the second level. Again, to reiterate from an earlier video clip, very smart. I should have thought before speaking. And I do have some close-up of this. This is knurled, that is, it has threads on it. So this little extension piece goes through the bars, which are too far apart, we now know, to prevent escape. Because I saw it with my own eyes, guys. Unbelievable. Just freaking unbelievable. Here's his mouse halfway out, literally sticking out about this far, ready to to leave the home front. Bam! I had to knock him back in again. So he's still with us in another cage. Where am I going? Hi. Hi, sweetie. I want the pieces. Oh, I know. I know where they are. Hang on. Better yet, let's do it this way. The whole point of this is to metaphorize using this example in this ridiculous situation. Notice, 3 wheels from other cages and parts. I don't have to carry all that in now that I think about it. I just need these 2 pieces here. See, all this time, is there an echo? Am I making myself clear? All this hassle and time lost. Let's pan up so in case I want to address you directly, you can see my face. Alright, so we now have these 2 pieces, the washer and the, I guess you would call that cotter key. Well, it's not a cotter key. This requires athletic ability, folks. It's a nut, anyway, that's what I'm saying. This part is pretty properly thought through right there, because our thoughtful and brilliant designers realized that this house would slide off in much the same way that I was talking about this wheel sliding off and crushing one of the denizens here, or the inmates, I guess you could say. They thought of that, but they didn't think about this. If a mouse is smart enough to to start working his way out through these bars. He's smart enough to lift this up, and there are plenty of indications online where people, customers probably of this very company, who have lost their mice and had to go chasing them around. So I'm going to get my mug on camera, chasing them around like I had to do in the bathroom, which I can refer to a video clip of. So one more time, this goes on here, and then if it's pushed down to the point where it locks, you really have to work hard. No mouse is going to be able to lift this. Trust me. Can't happen. No can do. But I had to make this. And color it as well to match the decor. Time out of day. T-O-O-D. Tood. Right, that's enough of this.